Okay. All right. So moving on to number 4. Or did we finish number 5? Sorry. Number 5. Okay, so number 5 says list some of the responsibilities and duties in insurance billing specialists that might perform generally as well as acting as a collecting manager, referring to the section of job responsibilities, page 4 through 9. Okay, so some of that would be review diagnostic and procedure codes for correction and completeness, subject insurance claims promptly, collect data from hospitals, laboratories, and other physicians involved in the case, discuss practice financial policies and insurance coverage, and negotiate payment, answer routine inquiries related to account balances and insurance submission dates, um, assist in patient setup and payment schedules in their budget, follow on delinquent accounts for tracing denied, adjusted, and unpaid claims. Does anyone else have something different? Okay, what do you get? You have none of that? Really? Okay, well let me see. Okay, let's discuss this. Okay. Ooh. Everybody looking like Hey, Ms. Harper, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, let me find this. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this. Number 5. Answers may vary if the student refers to figure 1.1. So it says list the responsibilities and duties of an insurance billing specialist that might perform generally as well as when acting as a collecting manager. Okay, some of the duties. Your duty is to review diagnostic and procedure codes for correctness and completion. So some of your duties. So let's go to the book. Let's go to the book. Let me see if I can find my book. Let's go to the 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 book. Let's see. Oh, you sing too. Okay, I don't see that back there. Okay, so let's go through here, page by page, limb by limb. Let's see here. Roles and responsibilities, their duties. Okay, job responsibilities. Okay. And the question asks, what's some of those responsibilities an insurance billing specialist might perform? Okay, so role insurance specialist. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm starting at page 4. Yeah. Okay. So it says here, page 4 at the. If we read some of the answers. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 1.1. Yeah. On what page? I did the same. Where it says job responsibility. Okay. And it has the 1 through 7. Okay, I like your idea, Rossi. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me start with one person. Give me one. What do you have? Abstract health information from patient records. That's good. That's medical records. Abstract health patient records from patient records. Okay, abstracting information. That's a role and responsibility. Athena? Understanding of ethical and medical legal response related to insurance billing programs. Yes, that's one. That's one. So, because they have to know, understand compliance and how to do billing and the different programs such as Medicare, Medicaid, commercial insurance, of course, Blue Shield. They have to understand the policies, how the claims work, how they pay. Very good. And that was which one? Number two. Oh, the wait, exhibits. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very good. Mm-hmm. Cindy, what do you have?
Operates computer to transmit.
Operate computer to transmit insurance claims. Okay, so electronic data interchange. They have to press that beautiful button. Once they put in all the procedure codes and the diagnosis code, they press that enter button to submit electronically through the clearinghouse to the insurance company. So yes, that is correct. That is correct. Kanisha, what do you have, dear?
Follow employers' policy and procedures.
Okay, follow employers' policies and procedures of how to do their job in the office. Those are called like your SOP manuals, okay, which is standard operation procedure manuals. Where's my toy?
It's good, Jeff?
Huh? That's good. Very good. Yes. Very good. SOP manuals are very important. Let me tell you why they're very important. So let's just say, for instance, Kanisha, you go on a cruise with your family, and you are the one that does all the billing and the appeals, okay, in the office. And other folks, everybody else have their own job duties, right? So while you're out on vacation, going on a cruise, somebody needs to kind of wear double the hat. That means you got to wear your job and maybe half of her job while she's out. Cindy, you got to do your job, and maybe later on that afternoon after lunch, you do half of her job. Okay, so the standard operation procedure manual is going to have instructions of whose role does what and how to do their job function on a daily basis, because she needs a break. She's going on vacation with her family, so she needs that break. So you're going to open up that SOP manual, the standard operations procedure manual, and you're going to read step by step how Kanisha does her job on a daily basis. That's why SOP manuals are real important in offices. In case, God forbid, something happens and she's in the hospital or something, somebody needs to know how to keep the flow going, until she gets back. Is that understood? Okay. So you'll find some of your smaller doctor's offices, they don't have an SOP manual, and they should, because something could happen. Sometimes you may have to call a temp agency and hurry up pronto, get somebody in here. We need somebody to cover this so the office can still run somewhat smooth, not perfectly smooth, but still somewhat smooth. Well, how to do this girl's job? Okay, well, here's the SOP manual. Okay, her job is billing specialist / appeals. This is what she does from 8 to 12. This is what she does from 1 to 5. Okay. If you have any questions, come let me know. Okay. Okay. So they got a routine now for a whole week. So they're going to get that. And so when you come back from your vacation or from being out for months or whatever, it happened to me, being a breast cancer patient. I was out for 10 months, Okay. So by the time I come back, I'm not like overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed with emails, but I'm not overwhelmed. Does that make sense? Okay, so very good. So that is a legitimate answer. Miss Allison, beautiful. What do you have?
Employees interpersonal expertise to provide good working relationships.
Okay, that's part of a manager's responsibility in an office, working in the insurance billing office. So yes, it's part of a practice manager. That you have to build a rapport in the office. You have to keep the morale positive, so that everyone feels some sort of gratitude of being there. Gratitude helps with the aptitude of the attitude. Okay, thank you goes a long way. It's better than about present. It really is. It's better than about present. Okay, so very good. Well spoken for as a manager, Ms. Allison. Well spoken for. Well spoken for. Rossi, what do you have, baby?
And enhances knowledge and skill to keep up to date.
Yeah, enhances knowledge and skills to keep up to date. Very good. That means continuing education units, CEUs. Remember we talked about that yesterday? CEUs, And when we went on the websites, AAPC, AHEMA, what is it? Department of Health and Human Services. Sometimes they have those webinars. I hope I spelled that right. Webinars or conferences or meetings for you to get those 1 credit or 2 credit or 0.5 credit or 0.25 credits for attending, and those CEUs goes towards your recertification. Remember what I said yesterday, that once you take your certification test and you pass, you don't have to take it anymore. You still have to go every year for continuing education courses. So when you sign up for AAPC or you sign up through AHEMA, they're going to constantly send you offers, say, hey, it's $50 to do this webinar. It's $100 to do this webinar. Or here's another site for a free webinar. They're going to, you know how Google, let's see. I was looking up on this website called Roseweed. Put some clothes. I kind of like that big girl clothes, okay? And it's like every time I go on my phone, they always send me some kind of commercial because they found out where I go on the internet a lot, right? Okay, so the moment you have your certification, they know when you get other, how can I say, same or similar websites, then they start emailing you. Same other sites start emailing you. Some kind of way they get I don't know how Google does it, but they get a track of when you're in your profession, they know to also send you these kind of emails, these kind of offers and stuff, and you'll get it. And you'll know if it's legitimate or not. You'll know. Okay. So be sure that you keep up with your CEUs, and you have to renew your certifications. Depends on how you pay for it. If you renew your certification every year, you might have to get 12 CEUs every year. Like mine is due December 3rd or 8th. I can't remember. So I have to get all my CEUs in before December 8th to renew it this year. Okay. If I renew it, I think it's like $77 a year. If I pay $144, that means I got to get 24 CEUs every 2 years and pay that $144. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay. Okay, I'm glad it does. Okay, very good. So, Rossi, we stopped with you. Dr. Sunshine, give me something good, girlfriend. Come on, Dr. Sunshine. I know you got something. Okay, you just like your twin. Rossi, she said the same thing. Give me another one. Okay, that was Cindy. Give me another one. No more? That was all of them that you have? Okay. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Let's go through the pages here. Some of the roles, job responsibilities. Okay. Look on page 4. Whether employed by medical practice, academic medical center, or hospital, or by self-employed biller, you should be able to perform any and all duties assigned to pertaining to the business office. Front and back office personnel work together to ensure strong billing cycle and enhance reimbursement. Okay, there gives one. Okay, so job description use, you could be a manager, supervisor, blah, blah, blah. Comprehensive to this. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to another one. Trying to find where they have this, because it's correct what they have on the answer key. Okay, you got those. Look at page 7. Look at page 7. Job responsibilities. Acts as a link between the medical provider and facility and third-party payers. That's an electronic claims processor. Okay, converts patient billing data into electronically readable formats. Let's see. Okay, all of what y'all just said is on there. So let me read what I have, because everything that we just went over is on there. So let me read this again. Review diagnostic and procedural codes for correctness and completion. That's for billing and coding. Submit insurance claims promptly. Okay. Collects data from hospitals, laboratories, and other physicians involved in case. What it means by a statute of limitations that's normally within 30 days. It has changed since my day. It used to be that you had 2 years from the date of service to submit a claim. And somewhat that still falls within that loophole, but you have 30 days now, especially for HMOs, to submit claims for payment. Okay, so make sure you policies for each claim product. Remember that I said insurance plans or insurance plans, but each insurance plans has their own what? Products. Okay, list the product, Kanisha. List the product, Athena. I caught y'all good? Okay, who could tell me a product? POS, name me another one. HMO, name me another one. PPO, name me another one. I barely talked about it. EPO, exclusive provider organization. Okay, very good. So insurance plans has their insurance plan, but each insurance plan has their own what? Products. Okay, products are your HMO, PPO, point of service, and EPO. EPO. I haven't indulged in that. Okay, so make sure that you process your claims promptly, because sometimes those insurance companies, they like to say, we didn't get your claim. So that means you got to go through the clearinghouse to see if it left the clearinghouse to the insurance company the way it should have. If not, it's the clearinghouse fault, not the biller. It's the clearinghouse. It's called adjudication of a claim. I'm going to repeat that again later on. Okay, discuss practice financial policies and insurance coverage, and negotiate payment plan. I don't have my $50 copay. Okay, well, ma'am, I'm gonna tell you how they do me for real. I be wanting to buy something else. I don't feel like paying this doctor bill. Okay, I don't have my $60 copay, but ma'am, you got 10, you got 20. Yeah, I give you a 10. You know, I give you a 10. No good and doggone well, I got it. I just want to spend it on something else. That's a shame. You didn't hear me say that. You did not hear me say that. Okay. So I put down 10. Okay, ma'am, can we get your debit card or your credit card? We're gonna keep it on file. When can we collect the other 50? Oh, you can do that this Friday. I'm like, that's right on time, because I sure want to buy that. As soon as I leave this office today, I'm going to the store to buy that. Yeah, you can collect it on. And then we go, Ms. Harper, yeah, go ahead and press that button. Go on here, run the card, run the card, run the card. Okay, you have to know what is the policy. You have to talk to your physician and say, what does he, because it's his practice, it's his business. You are the money maker of his business. Say it with me again, y'all. Come on. Hold your hands up. Hold your hands up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get some Holy Ghost in here. Get some Holy Ghost. We are the money makers of this business. Okay, now you got to put some shimmy to it. Come on, put some shimmy to it. We are the money makers of this business. Okay, you got to have some attitude. And nothing wrong with attitude, Gabriel. Come on. We are the money makers of this business. And 3 snaps up, 3 snaps down. Okay.
I remember the movie, The Singing Professor.
The what professor?
The Singing.
Oh, The Singing. Is it a movie?
Yeah, there is a movie like that.
Oh, I'll write that down. Singing professor.
It's like what is the title? The one, the Nazi, I don't know, but he's a professor and he sings.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna look for it.
It's like Nazi Professor.
Oh, like the Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sing, right?
Oh, well, I think that's the one with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I just like to have fun. And I think we're gonna spend 4 hours together, might as well have some fun. Okay, so very good. Thank you, Dr. Sunshine. I'll look at it. I know I've seen it about 2 or 3 times, but I'll look at it. Okay. So you have to explain that. You got to tell them, okay, ma'am, your office visit is 20%, but you didn't meet your deductible. How do you feel about that? So instead of paying 120, you're gonna have to pay 620 because your deductible is $500. Cash, check, or credit card, ma'am? Hello? Hello, ma'am, I'm looking at you. Cash, check, or credit card? Okay, she's not saying nothing. Okay, let me get the doctor out here. Because she's not talking to me. I must be invisible, okay? So yes, that's how they're gonna handle it. You're gonna be like, I don't know what to do. Okay, so I'm gonna renegotiate with this. Okay, ma'am, your deductible is $500, and your 20% is 120. So you owe us 620 because we got to have that deductible met so they could pay us that 80%. Do you have 620? Okay, you don't have 620. Okay. Ma'am, do you have half of that?
I'm trying to negotiate.
Okay. Well, ma'am, what can you help us with? We can do payment plans. Can we do payment plans?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a checking account, ma'am? Okay. Well, can we divide? Let me get my calculator out. Let me bring out this calculator. Ooh, she gonna make me work today. Okay, let's see here. $620 divided by 3. Okay, ma'am, can you leave us 3 post-dated checks for $260.66? Oh, oh, okay. All right, ma'am. Well, we're gonna post date it for Friday. Can you do Friday? Can we cash the check on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, and then 2 Fridays from that.
Yeah.
Okay, so write a date for that, and then another 2 Fridays from that. Can you write a date for that too? Okay, ma'am. You just saved my job because you know the doctor likes to have his Maserati. Huh? What did you say? What you say? What you say? Oh, you turn it red in the face. Say it again. And you call a day before the 2 extended.
That's leading to the line right now. Oh, you can pay Tuesdays, yeah.
Okay, so when okay, 2 more days. So instead of Friday, I gotta wait till Tuesday. Ma'am, are you sure?
No, possibly.
Ma'am, look. I can only stretch it till Tuesday. I can only do that because the doctor, he likes to have his beach house in Florida, and he likes to fly to Canada to visit his relatives and stuff. That Maserati sitting out there, the bills got to get paid. I got to get a piece of that check, because my kids are hungry. So, Tuesday is the best I can stretch it, man. I'm so sorry. Can we just postpone it till Tuesday? Can we give it till Tuesday? You can try. Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna take you at your word. If this check come back bad, that's gonna be a $35 fee added onto your bill. Okay? I know you're calling to extend it, but that's the best we can offer. You have to agree either yes or no. That's no. Okay, then the next time you call in, you need a prescription refill, we're gonna have to have you to come in and talk to the doctor. And you're gonna have to answer.
I've that decision before, so that's like.
Yeah. It's real, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's real. I got you. So it's very good. Thank you for playing along with me. So yeah, so even if it does occur like that, try to renegotiate, and say, you know what, I really can't afford that $206 check. Can I write you another check, or can I bring you Tuesday cash of $100 and then take that check and give you another check? It happened to me before too. Okay, and give you another check for $100 the next following week. Can I work that out? And most places would do that. The bottom line is they can't have at the end of the year a high debt ratio of patients owing money. Okay, doctors pay business taxes, and they have to file their business taxes besides their personal taxes. There's personal taxes, and then there's business tax. Okay, and they have to do only so much write-offs that they'll get credit for. Okay, and the rest they just lose. or they sell to a debt collection agency. Remember, we talked about adjudication of a claim, and we talked about the aging reports. Remember, 30, 60, 90, 120, 180, right? And they said, you wonder why ABC collection agency is calling you for Dr. James Smith. Obviously, be like, I don't remember seeing nobody, no ABC collection company. Who is that? Okay. All right. So learn how the doctor feels about his money. You're gonna have, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna have where you have end of the month meetings. Your end of the month meetings are usually that first Friday of every month. Okay, they're usually the first Friday of every month. So how many days is in September? 30? 30 days. Okay, so it's 30 days in September. So you got, I don't know what day September 30 is on. Oh, that's a Sunday, right? Okay. So if you're closing out all the bills, all the claims, like this is the last week, you have until that Wednesday, October, I think that's October 3rd. You have that Wednesday until October 3rd to close out everything. 5 o'clock, Wednesday, everything for the month of September. And you got to get that Excel spreadsheet ready to say, this is all what we collected in cash. This is all what we collected in credit cards. This is all what we collected from Medicare. This is all what we collected from the commercial insurance company. And this is where we at in the red as far as debt, patient debt. Okay. And then the doctor's going to be like, okay, well, we got $15,000 in patient debt. You did great collecting me $250,000 this month. Thank you so much. But what are we going to do about this red? What are we going to do? Doc, we can phone call. We can let patients know time they walk in the door and tag a note when we verify their date of, what do you call that? Not attendance, but their date of appointment. I'll give you a prime example. My rheumatologist, while I'm driving in, they got those robocallers where they'll automatically confirm your appointment. They'll call those robocallers. And so she's calling, the robocaller calls me. Today is Tuesday. My appointment ain't until Friday. But that's good. That lets me know ahead of time, hey, you got an appointment come Friday. So if you got something planned, you may want to recancel with them or cancel whatever it is you got going so you can go to your doctor's appointment, right? I already have it in my Google phone anyway. But my point is, when that occurs and I walk in and I don't have any bills for her because I pay everything current. So if I walk in, I have something for me to pay, they're going to let me know, okay, Ms. Harper, you have a $60 copay plus you have a residual of $25. How would you like to take care of that? Because they saw it on Tuesday's report. There was still a balance there. When y'all get ready to do the Medisoft billing, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. And then you're going to say, okay, well, Ms. Harper has an appointment coming on Friday. So we're going to put a little sticky note on her or make a note in the computer that the front desk person needs to tell her that she got a residual bill of $25. How would you like to take care of that? Would you like to pay $85 along with your, all together, or you want to pay separate, or how you want to do that? Okay. Got it? Okay. All right. So everybody understood? Okay. So those are your jobs. So if you need to see this again on the video, it's live and living color. Okay. All right. So let's move right along. Help patients organize, file, and negotiate health insurance claims for all types. You're going to have some folks coming in with EOB questions. They're gonna understand, well, what is this? Why are they asking me this? Can you explain this? You're gonna learn how to read EOBs. Tell the patient what checks to write to providers to make sure that there is no overpayment. Okay, to make sure that they don't overpay. Now, sometimes it will happen, and it has happened to me where my insurance company has paid to a physician, and then at the end of the year when they got ready to do their taxes, I ended up getting like $30 here, $100 back after they reconcile all their work. Especially if you have a good accountant, Ileana, working at a doctor's office, Ileana, and you doing all the books, Ileana. You can alert the patient by sending a letter. Hey, you have $100 credit with us. Would you like to use that towards your future appointments, or would you like the check back? It's Christmas time. I need my check. Okay. I'm just saying it's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay. Now, number 6. Let's move on to number 6. Number 6 says, list the duties of claims assistance professionals. That means help patient, oh, I already said that. Help patient organize, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Assist the consumer in obtaining and persuade them how to understand you. Okay. So you get to tell them how to maximize their plan. You have studied each and every product per insurance plan. You know how to work this. Okay? You so good, you're going to start having an insurance meeting with your families. You're going to have to be like, we're going to have an insurance meeting. It's about to be open enrollment. Y'all need me to explain stuff. Okay, it's going to be $5 to do. Five. Okay, I need $45 for me to talk. $45 for me to talk. Okay? I'm just trying to help y'all make some extra money. Okay. Tell the patient. Okay, so you already got this. So you got those things. How many of y'all have all that, or you have something different? What is yours? You have all that. Anybody else? Anybody got something different?
You said your patients organize,
File.
and negotiate.
Okay. You got all that. That's Sunshine? You got it?
No.
What you got?
I used to figure 1 of 2. I used to figure 1 of 2 after that.
Okay, tell me which one you got. I mean, tell me what your answers are.
Acts as a link between the medical providers and correct payers.
Mm-hmm.
Converts patient billing data into electronically readable formats and follows ER policies.
Okay, I'll take that.
Policies and procedures.
Yeah, that's still all the same, relatively the same. Still all the same. What you got?
Act as an informal representative of patients.
What again?
Act as an informal representative of patients like policyholders, Medicare beneficiaries.
Okay, that's fine.
And reviews, analyzes existing on potential policies.
Okay,
Advice and offers counseling.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm down with that. That's fine. Okay. Number 7. Insurance claims must be promptly submitted within.
1 to 5 business days.
Very good. They have on here 1 to 3, but 1 to 5 business days. That's fine. Mm-hmm. If anybody got 1 to 3, that's perfect as well. Okay, 1 to 5 business days. Business days mean what day to what day?
Monday through Friday.
That's right. Calendar days mean what?
Monday through Sunday.
Well, Sunday through Saturday.
Sunday.
Yeah, so you got it. Yeah, Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Saturday. Yeah, those are calendar days. So it's real important that y'all understand business days versus calendar days, okay? And explain to your patients whenever they ask questions. Number 8, define cash flow. Gabriel, you ain't been talking.
Amount of money generated and
Okay, anybody else got something different?
The amount of money generated and available for use by the medical practice within a given period of time.
Spoken like a true PhD. Yes, that covers everything. That just everything, Dr. Sunshine. Anybody else? All right.
I'm gonna write up here real quick.
Okay.
The total amount of money being transferred into and out of the business, especially as affecting liquidity. I don't know how to do that.
Okay, liquidity.
Yeah.
Okay, to liquidate, money to access. Yes. To sell. Liquidate means to sell.
Oh, look.
Uh-huh.
Can you see the wording?
Liquidity.
Oh, liquidity.
Liquidity, liquidate. Same thing. It's all about the content of how you use the word, but it's the same thing. Very good. Okay, number 9. Let me see. Let me go. Okay, number 9. I'm just gonna read the answers real quickly. Failure to verify insurance plan benefits. Failure to obtain authorization or pre-certification. Failure to collect co-pays or deductibles. Inadequate claims filing. Okay. Everybody got that? Somebody different? No? Okay. 10. Answers may vary. A, acknowledge medical terminology, acknowledge insurance terminology, proficiency in completing claims, insurance claims, knowledge of procedural and diagnostic coding, knowledge of anatomy, physiology, disease, and treatment, such as surgical, drug, laboratory terms, computer skills, basic typing and or keyboarding, medical, legal knowledge, knowledge of insurance carriers and Medicare policies and regulations, basic math and use of calculator, billing and collection techniques, precise reading skills, proficiency in accessing information via the internet, expert in legalities of collections on accounts, use of photocopy and facsimile equipment, knowledge of compliance issues. Anybody got something different?
I have strong critical thinking and reading skills,
Perfect.
logical and practical thinker,
Yes.
a creative problem solver,
Yes.
meticulous, neat,
Yes.
organization skill, conscientious, loyal,
Yes.
detail oriented, curious nature, time management, and social skills.
Love it. Love it. Very good. Very good. Anybody else? Okay. All right, moving right along. Number 11, standards of conduct by which insurance billing specialists determine proprietary of his or her behavior in a relationship are known as medical ethics. Come on, Dr. Allison. Come on. Yes.
Ethics and medical etiquette.
Yeah, etiquette is how proper you do something, or the order of how you do something, or the procedure of how you do something. Okay, that's etiquette. Ethics is morals. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it a gray or black and white? How do you see that? That's ethics. Very good question. Very good question. Anybody else? Okay. Number 12, I think it is. Okay. 12 is unethical, illegal, and it has unethical again. Why does it have that?
It has ABSC.
Hold on. I'm confused. Hold on.
It's illegal or unethical.
Okay. Hold on, sweetie. Page 4. Where's page? Oh, page 4. Is this just one where it goes backwards? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, illegal or unethical. You're right, Miss Allison. Thank you. To report incorrect information to the is illegal. Okay. Number 1 is unethical.
Excellent.
Yeah, A is unethical. A is unethical. Yeah. C, so A is unethical, C is illegal. A is unethical, C is illegal. In certain circumstances, it may be unethical for 2 physicians to treat the same patient for the same condition. Very good. Yes. Yes. Who said what? It's unethical. Yes. Now, the only way it can be ethical if it's the same condition, but it's a family practice doctor initially treating the patient and a specialist treating the patient, but it can't be on the same, well, it could be on the same day, but you have to use a modifier. But it must be on 2 different days.
So C is
Unethical. Unethical.
and A is unethical.
A is unethical. Yes. To report incorrect information is unethical. It should be illegal though, but it's unethical. It depends on the insurance companies. Because, well, and state laws, you're right. It does depend on the state laws. If it's something dealing with the government and Medicare physical intermediary, that's government. That's illegal. That's a felony number 1. If it's something with like Aetna casualty and it's dealing with commercial insurance, is unethical. But depending on the laws and depending on the state, it should be illegal. Okay, and depending on how they what do you call the jurisdiction, the end result, how they find that person guilty. Rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, how they rule it. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to get, but you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So when it's like that. So yeah, very good question. So it depends on the policy of the state because every state is operated differently. I'm gonna tell y'all that eventually when we get to the insurance deeper into it. Medicare, CMS is housed out of Virginia. That's the big house, okay? They're the ones with all the government money for those that's on Medicare, Medicaid, CHIPS, STARS, Obamacare, things like that. And then those monies are funded throughout the whole 52 United States, okay? And then each state has its own rule of regulation of how they funnel that funding. It's like trickle-down economics, if you will. Reaganomics, you know, we know about Reaganomics, you know, trickle-down economics. And then it goes from the state to the state capital. The state capital gives off to different local cities and counties. From different local cities, then it feeds off into the community. Okay, so it may be easier for you to get Medicare in Louisiana versus you getting it here in Texas. It's Medicare, but the governor of Louisiana does it a little bit, maybe a little bit lenient than the governor here in Texas. You may be easier to get unemployment in Atlanta, Georgia, than you would be here in Texas. Texas is an at-will state. California is not. Okay, that means if something goes wrong at a job, or maybe they don't like you in California, they can't just fire you for insubordination. They have to they have to have some evidence. I mean, it just got to be some bona fide evidence to fire you. In Texas, it's an at-will state. They can say, segregation, I'll let you go. What the hell segregation mean? Oh, it's just segregation. No, insubordination. I'm sorry, wrong word. Insubordination. Well, what does insubordination mean? It just, you just don't work out here. Bye. Stupid stuff. Cause I don't like you. Cause you carry a Dooney purse. Come on. But it's insubordination. Cause of the at-will state. They do what they want to do here in Texas. That's why Texas wear them big hats. Big hair. They do what they want to do. Big egos. Okay? So yes, you are absolutely right. Every state runs their stuff a little different. Okay? All right. Very good question, you guys. I love it. Okay, 13. Vicarious responsibility. Respondit superior. Okay? It sounds a little Frenchy. Say respondit. Respondit. Deep. Okay, with your tongue underneath your lip. Deep. There you go. Deep. Oh, I'm showering. Sorry. Respondit. Superior. Suspiria. Okay, that's Frenchy. It responds to the superior, okay, or let the superior speak. It's on the responsibility of whoever the superior is, the supervisor, the manager, the leader, okay. Vicarious liability. When a physician is legally responsible for an employee's conduct during employment, it is known as vicarious responsibility. Okay, if that patient is pulled back into the room, I don't like your front desk person. She has a bad attitude. Every time I come here, she roll her eyes. Nothing always happen at the front desk. She make me sit. I'm the only person in the waiting room, and she tell me take a seat, wait my turn. And I'm like, I'm the only person here. Why I gotta wait my turn? Can she service me right now? Why can't she go ahead and take my money? I just don't like her. Why you got her working at the front desk? You need to fire her. But I like you. See. That front desk person represents the business. First impression. She's the first impression. He's the first impression of what goes on in that office. And if the patient, and doctors know if you treating their patients bad or not. And then sometimes they let it ride because they old, they tired, and they grungy, and they don't care. Let me just see you, treat you, here's your prescription. Thank you so much. I hear you and I don't hear you. And they keep going. You have something like that. Okay, she just make my money happen, so to deal with it. Okay.
So 13 is what again?
Vicarious liability, or you can have respondit superior.
Okay.
Either one. Respondit superior. Either one. Okay. 14. Errors and omissions insurance. Anybody got something different?
What was it?
errors,
Oh, okay.
and omissions insurance. It says a claims assistance professional neglects to submit an insurance claim to Medicare supplement insurance carrier within a proper time limit. That's a statute of limitations. Okay, what type of insurance is needed for protection against the loss for the client? Okay, errors and omissions insurance. Errors and omissions insurance. Okay, that's that kicking. Doctor says I'm cutting it short. I'm not getting paid my full money. So and every time I got to collect for my insurance, my pay rates, premiums go up, and when my premiums go up, you don't get no raise. You don't get no raise. Thank you, Athena. You got it. You got it, Miss Allison. Fantastic. Okay, so 15. Let me read the answers. D as in David, 16 C as in cat, 17 A as in apple, 18 D as in David, 19 A as in apple, 20 D as in David. Anybody got something different? You lost?
Yeah.
You want me to repeat?
Yes, please.
Okay, 16 D as in David, C as in cat.
15.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. 15 D as in David, 16 C as in cat, 17 A as in apple, 18 D as in David, 19 A as in apple, 20, okay, 20 D as in David. I hear you, Miss Allison. What's going on? What's going on, girlfriend?
Well, I got for 17, I got get B, and
I have
19,
B too.
19, I got E.
Okay, so let's look at 17. Okay, the individual responsible for documenting a patient's clinical notes and assigning a diagnosis code and procedure code for medical service rendered is A or N, and then the answer choice is A physician. The physician is an individual responsible for documenting patient's clinical notes and assigning diagnosis code and procedure codes for medical services. Okay, and you got insurance biller. Okay, you're the biller, but he has to tell what's wrong with the patient, and he has to tell how long he spent with the patient. So you got it? Yeah. I think it just had to be read out and looked at a little different. Yeah, but that's asked. What is another one you had a question about? Number 19, an individual cross-trained to function in more than one job is known as A or N. Oh, number 19, I'm sorry. Third-party payers that require the provider to submit insurance claim for the patient are, and the answer is federal and state programs. And what did you have? D, healthcare insurance plans. Okay, so third-party payers that require the provider to submit insurance claims for the patient are federal and state programs. They're known as third-party payers. Okay, health insurance plans are more direct. Yeah, they're more direct. Anybody else? Very good questions. Okay, let's move on to number 21 through 25. 21 is true, 22 is false, 23 is true, 24 is false, 25 is true. Okay,
24 is false?
false.
25 is true, right?
And 25 is true. Anybody else? Y'all asking very good questions. Okay, so critical thinking. Let's look at that. I think we looked at this yesterday. Thinking of a goal of instruction of students' responsibility when trying to solve a problem. Okay, Okay, this is just talking to you. Okay. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, 1-3 is it. Okay, so y'all sent that to me. Okay, 1-4, y'all sent that to me. Okay. Who did? Not yet? I heard you, Rossi. You haven't sent it in yet? Okay, so send it in whenever you can. So try to get it to me. Okay, that's good. So try to get it to me by Thursday. By the end of class Thursday.
On the scenarios, I kind of didn't know how to do scenario 5.
Oh, scenario 5? You either? Okay, let's look at that. Okay. We're on 1-4, scenario 5. Let's see. Okay, this is it here. Okay. So it says here, you are having difficulty deciding whether the codes, and these are procedure codes, okay? These are surgical procedure codes. You got it, Pumpkin, page 9. Okay. Deciding whether procedure code 1. Yeah, it's on the back of this page. Yeah, it's backwards, I know. Okay, so you are having difficulty deciding whether the codes 13101, 13102, and 13132 with modifier 51 selected for a case are appropriate. Compose an email message that will be posted on the Part B News Internet List Service. Okay, and gives you asking for comments. The case involves a 12-year-old boy who fell against a bicycle, lacerating the left side of his chest to the pectoral muscles through a 12-centimeter gaping wound. Woo! He also sustained a 5-centimeter laceration to his left neck. Complex repairs are required for these 2 wounds and in total 17 centimeters. This is knowing how to code lacerated openings. So I'm gonna teach y'all how to code that. The 13101 and the other 2 codes, those are surgical codes. Those are laceration codes. So when you combine laceration codes, you have to get the total amount, and then sometimes you have to use so many procedure codes. And I know that's a lot right now and kind of above where you are, but I'll show you how to do that. 15 should be appended for the second code or the third code. For each message, check for concise composition, single space, okay, on the job, ability will compose. Okay, so basically you're saying, Dear Sally, I am writing this email to you to decipher whether I should use 13101, 13102, and 13132 with a modifier 51 for this young boy who's 12 years old, who fell against a bike and he lacerated himself or cut himself with wounds that are 17 centimeters and 5 centimeters. So what I'll do, I'm just kind of telling y'all, but I will respond to all of y'all with this scenario written up so you can understand how to write it. Okay, but until you understand CPT codes and the different sections of the CPT code, it kind of throws y'all. So you really wouldn't know. So you're valid in asking and not having to do that. So you're very okay with that. Okay, that's something I have to teach you, and that's a futuristic type scenario that you have to know. Okay, so but that's how you would compose it. Okay, so I'll teach you. I'll email y'all back number 5. So who asked me that question? Kanisha? And Cindy, so y'all remind me before I leave about like 12:30 to email y'all back the scenario number 5. So y'all know how to do that for future references. Okay? Okay, fantastic. Okay, it's a little bit past lunchtime. So let's go to lunch. When we come back, we're gonna sweep through chapter 2. We're gonna sweep through chapter 2. Let's see, what page is that? Okay. Oh, okay. So this is the front page 10 and then go to 11. So we're gonna start with page 10 and then we're gonna go to page 11 forward. Okay. All right. So go to lunch and I'll see y'all back about 11:35.